Hey, what's going on, guys? Minikey77B here. Welcome back to the episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. It was episode number 112 today for the final season here at the Virginia 500, our first trip up to Martinsville Speedway. And in the last episode, we kind of threw a race away. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of really had the worst driving error I probably could have ever made in this career mode. And we settled for a decent finish rather than we thought we really had a chance to win. I felt like we had a chance to win in Texas. We just thrown it away. So yeah, the track that was very easy for us in Thunder 04, we're gonna be winless in that career mode, it seems, for this one. So rather disappointing there. For now we're 12th in the point standings. Now we're actually gained a spot up into the points, but we still got a long way to go in order to get back to the lead here. With Tony Stewart now being the new point leader, still a long way to go. But of course, there's 34 races in the season. We're only on race 8. So as for Martinsville stuff, I decided to change the car lineup. I decided to go with our worn out, with more like our used parts, I would say. I don't want to use the brand new stuff just yet. Meaning the stuff that we just had all prior. So if we look at our inventory, I don't want to use the stuff that we just used for Texas. I kind of want to save that. What am I going to save it for? Well, if we take a look at the schedule, we're saving that more towards California, since we really didn't even have that much success, I would say, for California. And I know Charlotte we're going to be needing to get, and Dover, despite us winning at Dover, we didn't really dominate or even come close to that. We kind of had luck with a little bit of traffic. So I mean, that's a race we're going to have to start with the default setup as well. So we want to use some of our good stuff here too, like Pocono as well. So that's another thing we have to look at as well. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is really to say about the what's going to be our plan for the next upcoming episodes. So let's gonna have some fun at the paperwork clip. Last to first with the default setup. Let's see how we can do here at Martinsville. Can we walk away with the win, and hopefully without a scratch? As always, I always like to show proof of the default setup that we use. The only thing I do is just switch over to manual. That's all I do. It doesn't affect the car in any way. Anyway, let's begin.
Hello, everyone. We're glad you could join us at the historic Martinsville Speedway for today's Virginia 500 on MRN. Barney, these pit crews will be busy all race long. Martinsville is known for great fender-to-fender racing.
Drivers work the brakes hard at this racetrack. It's like two drag strips with short turns. The wear and tear these cars take from the track is bad enough. Then add in some good old beating and banging with other cars. Now that's stock car racing, baby.
The 7 car has not had the finishes he's hoped for in the past couple races.
Oh, he definitely wants to turn things around starting now. His whole crew seems determined to pull out of this slump. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off at least a top 15.
In 1999, Tony Stewart won the Rookie of the Year award with one of the finest first seasons in NASCAR history.
3 wins, 2 poles, and a 4th place points finish. That's a tough act to follow for any driver, and I'll bet it'll be a long time before another rookie has a coming-out party that big.
The 56 car must have had problems in qualifying this week.
Yeah, he's definitely not used to having to pick through traffic so early in a race. This could make it an exciting race for him, or it could be disastrous. You just never know when you start in the back.
So it's the Giga Chad, and Kevin Harvick, the Bristol winner of the earlier this season, is now starting on the front row. Of course, we're starting in dead last, like as always. We have a lot of work cut out for us here today. I know Martinsville can be quite tough to pass, or is it? But anyway, of course, we're about to go underway here. Of course, we have a little rule for ourselves. We cannot change lanes before the start-finish line, so we're going to be stuck on this inside line before we go. And we already gained 2 spots because of this, and we're already committing an iRacing, which is going balls deep into turn 1, and we're up to 39th already. So with the default setup, it's going to be a little bit tighter, but that's not really going to stop us that much. We're still going to be banging a lot of fenders with a lot of cars, of course. And there's Jimmy Johnson, one of the title contenders. He had a really bad qualifying effort right there. That's not going to work wonders for him right now. Maybe he can follow my line on the inside to get around Andy Houston and all that stuff. We're just continuing to just send it in there each and every time. Yeah, every now and then you'll probably see me shift down to second gear. I mean, this car by itself, you know, with the default setup is honestly not as bad as you think it is. It's probably because of all the tire grip that we put into this, and of course the engine power that we have on this as well, all the downforce that's accumulated with it. But it's really not that bad to start off with. It's really not as bad as you think. I mean, I'm still going to make changes to the car anyway, but even so, what I'm saying is it's not bad. I mean, we're already up to P28 already. We got Jason Leffler right here in that FedEx freight car. I think he ran the ground in the previous episode. I'm not so sure. We're going to go a little bit of side-by-side with Jeff Gordon, who we were competing with for the win for a while back before not so smart actions occurred by yours truly. Yeah, so Jeff Gordon is trying to have a little bit of redemption. He has a bit of a long ways to go. Usually Martinsville is a little bit notorious for being a little bit annoying to pass, or at least for the AI anyways. We give Jeff Green a bit of a nudge. He's not having the season I was hoping he would have. He had basically Bristol locked up, ready to rock and roll, but nope. He went down to pit road a second time, and I almost forgot to shift gears. That would not have been rather smart there either. Yeah, he had a win on a silver platter. It's just unfortunately to him, he went down pit road twice at Bristol. I'm not sure what happened there or why he did it, but he did. Ended up giving the win to Kevin Harvick. I thought I was going to be able to compete with Jeff Green for the win, but it was Kevin Harvick instead, and Harvick got the better of me. We're already midway through the field now. We're just only going to keep going up from here. 20 laps into this run, and we're inside the top 15. The leaders have already caught up to the traffic ahead, and that's why we're gaining such a lot of time. We're stuck behind now of the person we nearly took out the last race, Jason Keller. Hopefully not really that much love lost between the two of us. I mean, I love that Square D car, so I don't want anything bad with that. Anyway, after all, I did paint it. So we also got Tony Roper having a good day so far in that number 14 car for AJ Foyt Racing. Keller's having a little bit of a hard time getting around him, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting around Keller. So we're kind of just stuck in this little path that we have here in front of us. So we're just going to take it nice and well, not really nice and easy. We're actually going to go try to think about setting it on Keller on the inside of this one. We're going to try to set up the pass here. Try not to lock up the brakes too much so we don't wear out the front tires as often, because that does help increase the tire wear by you locking up the brakes like that. Like that a little bit. But we just set it in there. We're going to try to... he kind of blocked us a little bit, but we're obviously a little bit of tension still there between the two of us. But we're going to try to make more use out of the inside here. He's holding strong on the outside, though. Keller is holding strong. He's not backing down. As we keep locking up the front tires a little bit, a little bit of a squeeze there with Keller as he might have, I think he might have hit the wall a little bit, but I kind of just squeezed him up there a little bit, just try to get through here. But the next target we have is Tony Roper in the 14. I mean, we're on our way up here. We gotta get moving. I know that the lap cars are up here. We also have that's Casey Atwood in the pits. I'm not sure if he's just out of the race. Is he out of the race or something? I'm assuming he is, right? So take a look through the grid order here. Yeah, he's out of the race. I didn't see any smokes, but I see him in the pits. So I got a little early exit there for the Atwood fans out there, unfortunately. As we're gonna try to make our way into the top 10 here, we've got to get around the 14 car and put him in position number 14, because he smoked the front tires badly there. Yeah, we're just on our way though. We're still working on our way. We're trying to make work here of Jeff Byrne on the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact. That's actually going to help us rotate the center of the corner there. And we just go flying past him. We got Jay Sauter, Jimmy Johnson's teammate. I don't even know where Jimmy Johnson's at. I know he was in the back somewhere, but that's the wrong Haas Carter car in the towards the middle of the pack here. We got Jay Sauter in the 26. We're going to make short work with him on the inside. But we kind of just slid in front of him. As our tires are starting to wear out now, but that's okay. They're wearing out at the most opportune time, because we want to go pit around 61, 62, and then just apply our custom setup changes. We're already in 11th, and we're actually gaining on the leader because they're just stuck behind all this little single file train that we have here, that we have at Martinsville, or at least in the short tracks in this game, besides Richmond. Like Bristol and Martinsville are essentially like Monaco for the AI. It's kind of hard for one of them to get around one another, unless it's pit stops here, as we pull Steve Park back with a minor bit of contact there, as we're inside the top 10 now. Up next is Adam Petty in that beautiful red and black sprint car. I was hoping he would run like a yellow or the pink T-Mobile car I painted for as well. like literally every Adam Petty car is now like slots have been fulfilled. Like there's two different schemes. So, well, it was per request. So there you go. It's in there. We made short work with him though. We're gonna start shifting into second gear, I think, for a little while, just to get ourselves back up and running. We have the fuel to go do it. And we got Bobby Hamilton Jr. in 28 as well, having a good run there. There's Bristol winner Kevin Harvick running a the M&M's Crispy Pontiac today. I like that. I always like those things. Actually, I like the pretzel M&Ms. I don't think I ever had the crispy M&Ms. I don't think. I gotta go have some if they bring it back anyway. I'm not sure if it's off the shelves or what. But I would like to have the M&M's pretzels. Like seeing this car just makes me want to have the pretzel M&Ms again. Having a little bit of side-by-side battle with Johnny Benson, and we do take the spot away. We're now in the top 5. Within 40 laps, we're inside the top 5 already. We're actually working our way towards 4th. There's Jack Sprague, but he's a lap car, so he's running in dead last right now. We're making a full send on the Monster Energy Pontiac of Kurt Busch, having a really good season. I will say this now. He's actually having a great season in a number 18 car. We're going to try to make an easy pass on him. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I put him in an 18 car. I didn't want to put Jeff Green in there because otherwise it wouldn't even be close for the championship. So that's why I had to balance his power into number 4. Morgan McClure car during my little live streams that I had like a while back, though. But yeah, we're in 4th now. We're going to be trying to work our way towards the front. I think it's now Dale Earnhardt Jr. We actually caught up to the leaders. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the crowd must be going crazy to see Dale Earnhardt Jr. take the lead away from Chad Little. Literally, the top 3 total win count is 0. Dale Jr., Chad Little, and Jerry Nadeau have a combined win total of 0. They're 1, 2, 3 right now, but unfortunately, I'm 4th place at a track where it's kind of easy for me to pass, but not for the AI. I mean, then again, I think Chad and Dale have been swapping the lead back and forth, but I'm getting quite close to them. So, I hate to say it, the party might be ruined here. We're now making it on the inside of Jerry Nadeau. We're in that beautiful UAW Delphi Chevrolet as we put a bit of a slide job in front of him. We actually got hit by him in the back there, but no harm, no foul there. We're actually on our way to Chad Little now, who's our pole sitter for this race. Still holding strong in the number 2 spot, but we might be able to get a send on the inside here. Ooh, nearly running into the back of him there. We almost kind of cleaned him out. We're going to shift down to second gear to get the power down as Chad hits the wall. Now we got Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's leading this race now, but he has a lot of traffic in the form of Andy Santerre and Mark Green in front of him. It's going to be a matter of time before we can actually run him down. He's still struggling to get around Santerre. He is the second car. As I smacked the wall there like an idiot. So, wow. All right. So obviously I want to make the changes to the car. It's getting pretty done at this point. Here we go. We're going to go for the lead here. We're actually going to try to use Santerre as a pick, but he's getting a bit of a power through on the outside. We're switching down to second gear. He has a run on the outside. We're going to make a late shift to 4th gear to get all the horsepower we can. We're going to still try to use him as a pick. There's a tiny bit of contact between the two of us, and we're going to have a little hit and run here, and we take the lead of the race here at Martinsville. 56 laps in, and we finally lead our first laps in I don't even know how long. I think since Daytona. No, actually, no, that's a lie. We actually led laps in Texas the last episode. I don't even know like what's before that really, but we're now leading the race here at Martinsville, but we're actually going to start putting some lap cars behind and just try to gap ourselves between us and the leaders. Oh, I just saw that in my mirror. He did not like the fact that Santerre was like behind him the entire time, as we can see some green flag pit stops along our way there. Just as I cut away from the camera too, like Junior was not having any of Andy Santerre's bullshit any longer. Respect, honestly, shades from your father. As we got a little bit of disrespect between me and the lap cars. Just just trying to get them out of the way or whatever. Just put as many lap cars as we can. Yeah, like next lap we're gonna come down pit road though. Yeah, remember what I said about coming down this time? I lied. There was just so many cars coming down at the exact same time. I kind of wanted to wait a little bit longer now. How much longer do I want to... Excuse me. How much longer do I want to wait? I don't know. Depends on if people are going in this time or not. I kind of want to have a clear pit road. Oh, it's not going to happen. I'm going to have to wait a little bit while longer. All right, we're on our way to pit road now. We're going to have Dick Trickle right in front of us, though. It's okay. So we're going to make our adjustments. And that's all she wrote. Exactly what we wanted within our car. We got up to the lead pretty quickly. Of course, we're going to lose the lead down to Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's going to stay out. But We're going to be on our way to try to keep leading some laps again. We got to get a good stop from these guys, though. Much better stop than last time. I'll tell you that, Matt. Tell you that much. We're actually losing spots to like Andy Houston and stuff like that, so we got to get ourselves back up there. We got Jeff Burton right in front of us now. Can't tell if he's there or not. But yeah, Ron Hornaday just ready to pass us as well, since a lot of cars are coming down pit road. Oh yeah, oh, this car absolutely hooks now. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr., our race leader, now actually coming down pit road as well. We have to go around Andy. Actually, I think it's who's the race leader now? Is that Jeff? Yeah, Jeff Burton. He needed the 5 bonus points. That's why he stayed out as long as he could. But he knows he's trying to get for that championship fight. He comes down. He wisely comes back down pit road. And now the hunt is on for wherever we're at in the racetrack here. We're about down to 32nd, so we need some more people to like come down pit road. Well, there's Tony Stewart, the point leader. He's having a little bit of a trouble so far getting around Lyndon Amick, who is actually for position as well. Got Joe Nemechek and Jimmy Johnson that's up above as well. Did we really lose that much time coming down pit road or something, or what? I don't really know. I feel like I've seen like some people that come down pit road, but not everyone. So we're still just like struggling to get. We're not really struggling. We're just like mowing through to everybody. I mean, we're setting really record-pacing lap times as we give Joe Nemechek a little bit of a hey, get out of my way type of guy right here. Got Jimmy Johnson up ahead as well. I cannot tell if people already went down pit road or what. I mean, I don't think we lost that much time down in the pits, did we? Well, I see some people in the pits again, so I'm assuming that's the case. That you know, we just you know, you have to come down pit road or so. I'm guessing that's the case. Anyways, Greg Biffle kind of slowed up for his teammate there. We got not Kevin LePage, Justin Labonte just coming out of the pits now. I believe that's Jeff Green right in front of us. I think he's for a spot. I'm not sure if he went down pit road or not yet. I think that's Dale Earnhardt Jr. now coming out of the pits. That was Dale. I think that was Dale that came out. Oh, there's a little bit of a traffic jam here between everybody here. Now we're up to P8. We're just picking them off one at a time right here. We're gonna just barely cut off Nemechek. That was almost a race-ending move for ourselves there. Almost there as Jason Keller comes down into the pits now. That's another spot. So yeah, it's matter of who exactly hasn't come down pit road yet. I think we're definitely the leader as we see Jeff Gordon come down pit road. And Tony Stewart's coming back down pit road again. Wait, what? I thought Tony Stewart already went down pit road. Okay. I could have sworn I saw Adam Petty down pit road already. Unless it's just taking him that long to get out of the pits. I don't know. Yeah, this. I mean, it's not like Thunder 04. I think this is the only track besides maybe Bristol because Jeff Green threw a race away. All right, I didn't know when I seen Kevin Harvick down pit road already. I think maybe Leffler as well. So who's the top three? We have Bobby Jr., Steve Park, and Ward Burton have yet to come down pit road. Borkowski's coming back in. I'm guessing he's already went down already. I cannot tell really. I'm actually trying to pay attention. I'm actually trying to pay attention who went down pit road and who didn't already. And there's Steve Park coming down the pits. So he's going to surrender the lead. And we are now leading the race once again. Martinsville appears to be like 5-10 times easier than Bristol was with our little challenge that we had so far, I guess. And there is just no question that we're here to we mean business. I kind of just want to see, like, is that Jeff again? Oh, it's Jeff. It's Jeff coming back down pit road. Why are the leaders coming back down pit road? What is going on? Jimmy Johnson was already down pit road. What is happening? All right, what even is this, right? Let's take a look here. Let's take a little look-see. I think we're the only one that really crossed the start-finish line. Apparently, these guys got around. It's either that or just... Oh, actually, no, Jeff Burton. Actually, that must have been the first time he went down pit road. All right, my mistake. My bad. All right, I'm just checking to see, like, who's a lap down, who's not. Some people are 2 laps down. Store is in the very back. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. It's kind of hard to keep track of everybody when you're having like a small track like this. You feel like you just pass like so many cars in pit road and all that stuff. You just lose track. There's Keller back down pit road. So it happened again. It happened again where I lapped the field. I lapped the field again. And, not sure what to do from here, really. I almost just want to make it fair and just not serve like a pit stop or anything, but just drive down pit road and give myself a drive-through just to make somewhat content out of this race or so. I don't even know anymore, man. I don't understand it. How they just go pit twice. It's either they pit twice or I'm just that fast. It could be a combination of both. I really don't know. Like, even with, like, without even, like, adjusting the car, because I'm just only going by the rules on my little rule list here. I might have to add Martinsville to that list now instead of just, like, a hard, like, default, whether it be, And even then, it wouldn't even matter because we got the lead anyway within, like, 40, 50 laps, so... I'm not even sure where to go from here because we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing for the next, like, 30 laps here, so... I mean... On the bright side, I think I saw Nadu in second. Yay! I mean, look at this top 5 at least. That's content, right? Oh, I'm actually starting to lose a little bit of grip here. We're actually gonna start letting some cars go by because they're just faster now. Like Bobby Jr. is faster than me. We got Johnny Benson like a little bit faster than us as well. We got Jimmy Johnson that's also faster than us, but he's also like competing for points that play with us. He's probably going to make short work of Johnny Benson here, actually, for another spot. I think that might be 12th for Jimmy Johnson here, if he can get around him just safely. Which it looks like he might not there, actually. He might not be able to do it. So we're about 10 laps to go to winning this race, because the AI kind of just, like, did whatever they sure well pleased. Yeah, Bobby Jr. just pulled away from us now. Like, we're kind of struggling a little bit. We're still, like, a lap ahead of Jerry Nadu, who's in second place. Chat, we got confirmation now. We got led the most laps. We will get a max points day here at Martinsville. Confirmation, as all 4 of our tires are completely worn out. I think I made the car a little too loose because it's starting to get pretty bad over here for me anyway. All right, last lap's out. I decided to skip to the very end because there really wasn't really anything like going on at all, except for maybe trying to put Jimmy Johnson another spot behind me, behind Kenseth. It's really not working out. Anyway, we're coming off of turn 4 for the final time, and we get to not only win, but completely destroy Martinsville Speedway. The second win of the season for us, as well as the second win for Viking Motorsports. It wasn't even close. Oh, that's first. First gear, of course, for us here today. Martinsville's always been a fun track for us. We always seem to always do well here, no matter what we do. Except for like the first season anyway. I think we just always like seem to have like a very huge success at this place. The king of short tracks is back on top here at Martinsville.
Rare caution-free race.
Yeah, and that can be physically exhausting to these drivers. Not only do the cautions give them a chance to catch up on the racetrack, it also gives both their minds and their bodies a little break. They have all got to be drained after that one.
The 56 car was out in front for most of the race.
Yeah, no doubt he deserves the victory. What an incredible race for all the guys on that team.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at Talladega.
Yes. For the first time since Daytona, we're back in victory lane here today, bringing our brand new Psyaps car. Boss man Don Sackett must be very proud. Of course, getting our second win as an organization and second win of the team. Of course, we also got the ride tash towing straps as well as torque wheels on the sides. Got those guys to thank as well. Very awesome stuff here today at Martinsville. Once again, I might need to implement a new rule for us at Martinsville, because we should not be winning by like a full lap. But a win is a win, and we know what they say in gamer terms. We take those. for the second time this season, we get to sing Ode to Joy. And wow, look at this top 10 we have here. I mean, we lapped the whole field, obviously, but we have Nadu in second. Chad Little, after starting in the pole, has gotten third. Dale Jr. fourth. Steve Park fifth. Ward Burton sixth. Jeff Green in seventh. Hermie Sadler finishes eighth. Jeff Gordon ninth. And Bobby Hamilton Jr. rounds out the top 10. Literally, the second, third, and fourth had a combined win total of, well, 0. So we kind of denied those guys, unfortunately, there. As Jimmy Johnson ends up finishing 11th. As we see, look where the other champion contenders are. Burton 20th. Keller 21st. Tony Stewart 23rd. I believe that's about it, because everyone else was like kind of like out of the wayside there. As Jack Sprague and Casey Atwood are your only retirees. Okay, well, that brought our money total pretty far down. I might have to do some like money stuff to worry about for Talladega, because we don't have a lot of money left. And what happens when you get bankrupt in this game? You actually lose all your crew members. So it's a bit of a worrisome thing, because especially we have no money coming in. That means we really have to win the All-Star race. We really have to win the All-Star race. Like, we might even not be able to repair any equipment either. That's another thing we have to worry about as well. Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but like, even winning a race is not really helping us earn that much money depending on the location. So we're actually losing money each race. It's just not great. But anyways, Jimmy Johnson is now your current point leader once again. Him and Tony Stewart have been fluctuating the point lead so far. Jeff Green is now 4th in the standings. Keller falls down to 5th, and even Steve Park's trying to get closer to the action. We're back in 10th in points now, just overtaking Jeff Gordon by 1 point after that second win of the season. Yeah, it's gonna get better. I think we're gonna be able to get to like the top 5 at some point before this is over. We have a 160-point gap. We have some great races coming for us. Of course, Talladega being one of them, and Richmond coming up like about a few races time as well. So really good stuff for us coming soon. But yeah, that's all she wrote for Martinsville. I wish the finish was a little bit better, but you get what you get. Anyway, if you guys liked the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And as always, we'll see you at the next one at the Talladega Superspeedway. See you guys then.